Hey there, if you're a dog owner in North Charleston, you already know what a great place it is to live with a furry friend. But, finding the right trainer can feel like a pretty big task. In this explainer, we're going to lay out a clear plan to help you find that perfect professional for both you and your dog. And this is really why having a local trainer matters so much. I mean, think about it. Practicing a calm stay on a bustling patio over in Park Circle is a totally different ballgame than, say, navigating the traffic on Rivers Avenue. A trainer who gets North Charleston can prep you for all those real-world situations you and your dog are actually going to face every day. So here's how we're going to tackle this. First, we'll talk about your dog's specific needs right here in our area. Then we'll get into how to spot a real pro, break down the different programs and what they cost, cover some local rules you should know, and wrap it all up with some fantastic spots around town to practice those new skills. Okay, let's jump right into part one, your North Charleston dog. This is all about laying the groundwork and really understanding the best way to approach training before you even start looking. You're going to hear this term a lot, and for good reason. The gold standard in modern dog training is positive reinforcement. It's a simple idea, but it's so powerful. You just reward the behavior you want to see more of. This does way more than just teach commands. It actually builds up your dog's confidence and turns training into a fun game you get to play together. All right, so now that we know the best method to look for, how do we find the right person to actually teach it? Well, that brings us right into section 2, finding the right professional. Now, in South Carolina, there isn't any state licensing for dog trainers, which is why certifications are how you can really check a trainer's expertise. I know, these are a lot of letters, but they're not just an alphabet soup. They actually show a real commitment to education and professional standards. A CBTKA is great for general skills, while something like a CBCCKA or an IABC CDBC means they have specialized knowledge for more complex things, like anxiety or reactivity. And this is absolutely crucial. What to avoid. A true professional who practices positive reinforcement will never rely on punishment, fear, or intimidation tactics. Honestly, those old-school methods can often create brand new problems and really hurt the trust you have with your dog. All right, let's get down to the nitty-gritty in section 3, programs and local costs. We're going to figure out the right training format for your goals and what you can probably expect to invest. So you'll pretty much find two main options out there, group classes or private training. Group classes, they are fantastic for learning good manners and practicing focus with other dogs and people around. Private training, on the other hand, is perfect for zeroing in on specific issues at home, like, say, jumping on guests or that mad dash for the door. The best choice for you really just depends on what your main goals are. So what should you budget for in the North Charleston area? This chart gives a really good breakdown. As you can tell, the costs can vary quite a bit. A 6-week group class might be a couple $100s, while a board and train program is a much bigger investment. This should give you a pretty realistic starting point for your budget. Okay, moving on to section 4, rules and key questions. Think of this as your final homework before you start making those phone calls. Being prepared here is going to help you make a much more confident choice. Being a responsible dog owner means knowing the local rules. Here in North Charleston and Charleston County, your dog has to be on a leash in public places. State law also says you need a current rabies tag right on their collar. Oh, and good training can really help with the county noise rules by tackling nuisance barking, which will definitely keep your neighbors happy. This sets us up perfectly for that next step. You find a trainer you're interested in, you set up a consultation. So what exactly should you be asking to make sure they're the right person for the job? Here are 5 must-ask questions. Asking about their philosophy right away confirms they're using positive methods. Checking their certifications shows you value real expertise. And asking how they customize training is a big one. It ensures they're making a plan for your life, not just some cookie-cutter program. And of course, getting clear on progress and costs up front means no surprises later on. And for our last section, practice around town. This is where all that hard work really starts to pay off, when you take those new skills out into the real world and just enjoy your community together. North Charleston has some amazing places to practice. You can work on polite leash walking over at Riverfront Park, practice recall in the fenced area at Danny Jones Park, or maybe test your dog's focus on the busy sidewalks of East Montague Avenue in Park Circle. Each of these spots gives you a different challenge to help make that training stick. At the end of the day, this is really what it's all about.
You're not just hiring someone to teach sit and stay. You're looking for a partner, a guide who can help you and your dog navigate your life together, right here in North Charleston with confidence.
A well-behaved dog is just such a joy to live with, and they get to be a part of so much more of your life. We wish you the very best of luck in your search. Having a dog that you can trust at home, on walks, around friends and neighbors is going to let you enjoy everything this amazing area has to offer together.